what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new episode of the podcast. This is the Viking podcast, episode 4.
Today we're going to be talking about our do a little NBA mid-season awards, do a little MLB season preview here with our MLB expert Hayden Goldberg, and then talk a little March Madness. It's tourney time.
Why don't you guys start off with March Madness? Bundy, Callum, let's hear it.
So I've gotten really into college basketball this year. Been following it a lot. I think Gonzaga is definitely the best team. And
It's pronounced Gonzaga, actually, just to let you know.
Gonzaga. I think they're definitely the best team and sort of the easy pick to win the tournament, but it's not fun taking the easy pick to win the tournament, right? It's you gotta switch it up. You don't want to be basic. You don't want to go with whatever everyone else is doing. So, Bundy, you got any? Who's your favorite?
I do not watch any college basketball.
Okay, well,
I'm the type of guy that when I do March Madness, I go strictly by the rankings. Highest number.
So you're the guy who has 4 1 seeds in the Final Four, huh?
No, it's not that bad. But usually there's usually like a 2 seed, maybe a 3 seed if I'm feeling a little spicy that year. But
all right, I like it. Yeah, I gotta say, Gonzaga's got to be the favorite now, but I really like Michigan. They've got some good shooters. Although, problem
How's
with
Duke
them,
this year? Is Duke any good? I know
they're not even in the tournament.
Wow. All right.
Yeah,
they fell out then, you know.
They fell from grace. Yeah, I think Michigan's pretty good. But they're missing their starting point guard now, which is tough. Illinois has got really solid team. I like University of Texas. Got a pretty solid squad there. I gotta say my favorite upsets in the first round are probably whichever team plays BYU. BYU at the 6th seed, just not a quality team. Definitely gonna be Michigan State or UCLA. They got to do the play-in to see who plays BYU, but whoever plays them, they're winning. And then my sleeper upset for the first round is Ohio over Virginia. The 13 beating the 4 seed. We'll see what happens, but that's my favorite one right there, and I'm rolling with it. I've got it in almost all, not all of them, but a decent amount of them. But yeah, we'll see. It's gonna be fun.
All right, and if you guys want to go to baseball now, I don't know if you saw this, Callum. The Giants last night, Longoria, back-to-back home runs. He pulled the absolute bejeeblies out of one, and then he went oppo and hit another one. I mean, what do you think? The Giants you think it's 2010 Giants again? What do you think?
I think our pitching staff is like in the garbage. It's terrible. We don't have a single pitcher who can go like an inning without walking or giving up a run. I think our lineup's pretty good. You know, with Yaz, we got Yaz, he's a beast. We got Dickerson, we got that new guy Helio Ramos, who seems to be hitting some bombs. We've got some pretty exciting guys in the lineup. Solano also, but I mean you
gotta have a deep pitching staff. You know what I mean?
You gotta have both sides of the ball there, and I just don't think we have that really this year. And given that we're gonna have to we're the 2 best teams in baseball are both in our division, I don't see us getting maybe a wild card spot. It would be
2
tough
best teams in baseball. Who's that?
Dodgers and the Padres.
Nah, the Padres.
Are you serious, dude? They're loaded.
I mean, okay, they got Tatis. I mean, what else they have? I mean, is Machado still on the Padres?
Machado. They got Yu Darvish, who got second in Cy Young last year. They got Blake Snell. They've got LeMay. Dude, they're loaded. I'm telling you, they're the only team that can compete with the Dodgers.
I don't know much about baseball, but I am gonna have to go with the Padres. They do have the best jersey in baseball. No comparison.
Oh, you like the crap brown jerseys? That's your favorite? I mean, I don't expect anything else from you, but yeah.
And they got the most exciting player in baseball, Fernando Tatis, bro. He's an animal.
He's junior.
Literally, he's bringing the game of baseball
Dude,
back.
He's got the 100% on, and he just rocks them all day right here.
He's bringing the game of baseball back. He's making it fun to watch the MLB again. You got Slam Diego down there, just grand slams nonstop. They're my team to watch this year.
El Nino.
I grew up in San Diego. I'm a Giants fan first, but I still love the Padres. So hopefully hopefully they can do some cool things this year since the Giants don't seem to really be in contention for it. As long as the Yankees or Dodgers don't win, I'm happy though.
Well, so I know a rivalry between another fellow staff member, Henry Bolte, the A's and the Giants. What do you think that's looking like this year? I mean, are the Giants even going to get to compete against the A's? I know last year the A's were, a more dominant team, but
I definitely think the Battle of the Bay will be interesting this year. The A's have lost some of their really key players because they, essentially they're poor and they can't. So yeah, they've lost some of their main guys, and I think it'll be tough for them to compete at the high level like they have the last couple of years. So, I think they're more around our level. Maybe still a little bit better because they've still got some pretty solid guys on offense, but it's definitely more even than it has been the last couple of years.
I think we wanted to talk about the NBA real quick. The NBA is full swing. We just finished the All-Star break, and so I gotta get my mid-season awards. I think Callum might come in too. First off, so far MVP Joel Embiid. He got injured, so we're gonna have to see what effect that has. But so far, he's just been balling out, and it would be kind of sick to see a center win MVP. I don't remember the last time anyone did it. I think it might have been Shaq. A long time ago.
Yeah, no, without a doubt, it's been Embiid. I mean, he's been putting up numbers that either rival or are better than the numbers Shaq put up in his 2001 MVP year when he was the most dominant player in the league. And the Sixers, it's going to be tough for them to get out of the East with that brutal Nets team with those three insane players. But I think if anyone's going to get it done this year, it's definitely the Sixers. And Embiid, he just got injured, and I think that pretty much means he's out of the MVP race. I think he's out like 2 weeks or something like that, which automatically catapults Dame, Jokic, LeBron up into the top rankings for MVP. LeBron's like the sentimental pick because there's this whole narrative that, he hasn't won the MVP in 8 years, but he's been the best player in the league. Well, while that is true, if you go back and look every single year, everyone who won the MVP, I gotta say, was deserving of it. While LeBron was the best player in the league, he didn't have a better regular season performance than these other guys. And then I gotta say, Embiid, first half of the season. For the rest of the season, I wouldn't be surprised if it's LeBron, but I could definitely see Jokic or Dame.
And then next for Rookie of the Year, I gotta go LaMelo. I can see Anthony Edwards winning it. I think those two have just been kind of balling out. I think the reason a lot of people think LaMelo is gonna win is because he's a more flashy player. He likes to get the crowd into the game. But if you look at Anthony Edwards, he's just good. He's just really good at basketball, and he's just kind of putting up good numbers. But he's not doing anything crazy. I guess he had a poster that was actually kind of a crazy poster. But it's I feel like every week I'm seeing LaMelo do some crazy stuff. But I really feel like it's just going to come down to one of those two. And if you had told me 2 years ago that LaMelo Ball would be the best rookie in the NBA, I'd laugh at you. I did not think that man was going to make it to the NBA and even be good. I would say he might even be better than Lonzo, definitely in his rookie year, which is actually really surprising. But, we'll have to see. I don't know what you think about it.
Yeah, it's got to be LaMelo. The Hornets are 23-18 or something like that. That he's leading that team, and there was a lot of speculation on whether he would pan out in the NBA or not, and it really seems like he's turning into the player people hoped and expected. And I do like Anthony Edwards a lot. I question his sort of drive to play the game of basketball, considering he said, if I could go pro in football right now, I would immediately. Very questionable statement from him, but that dude's just a freak athlete. Kind of reminds me of a young Westbrook who just goes to the cup with bad athleticism and finishes very strong every time.
Right. I think I would say this isn't really an award, but I guess not really comeback player of the year, but most surprising player of the year. I'm gonna have to give it to Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine is my favorite player in the NBA. I have been saying for so long this man is gonna be an all-star. Now he's he's definitely a top 10 scorer. He's proven to people he's not just a dunker. He can just shoot so well. His jump shot is clean. Defense is a little suspect, but fine. We don't care about defense here. We don't care about offense. He's balling. He is so good. And I think he's finally starting to get the recognition that he deserves as a scorer rather than just a dunker, as a lot of people have thought for the past couple of years, which I'm so excited to see. I don't know what you think, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I like Zach LaVine. He seems like a pretty cool guy. You know, he's a good ball player. Don't really have an opinion on. I can't really think of a most improved player right now. Really, Lonzo Ball's really turned it around this season. He's having a really good year for the Pelicans, but their team's just not very quality. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think here, I'll just give you my Draymond Green for Defensive Player of the Year. You can give me yours, and then we'll just wrap it up.
I'm going to say Miles Turner. That guy's just balling out. He's just getting a certain amount of numbers.
All right, well, thanks for listening to the 4th episode of the Viking podcast. I think next time we're planning on covering some NFL free agency stuff and with a possible interview with a surprise guest. So thank you for listening. Anything you guys want to say?
Oh, thank you guys for listening, and make sure you guys tune in next 2 weeks, and we'll have that special guest on.
All right. Peace out.
Peace out.